Hi, my name is Anna, and on this channel, I do tarot. I do tarot readings. So if that's your fancy, then stick around. Maybe there's a message in here for you. If there is, maybe give a like, comment, follow if you're digging the vibes and all that jazz. And, leave a comment. Help people feel a little bit more seen, heard, and cared for and loved and validated even in this world, because we need that right now, don't we? Anyway, let's get to the messages, because I do feel like this message is going to be straightforward, quick, and to the point. And I also do feel like for a majority, this is going to be somewhat of like a duh, like not like a duh, but like, yeah, like, okay, so thank you for confirming what I have been feeling for these past maybe week or some change. I also do see it being a little bit further ahead. And for some, this could be a message of, I want to say, encouragement. It is encouragement. Something here to do with a perspective shift is what I'm getting. So mainly what I was getting is trouble versus paradise is what I was hearing. I also was picking up on the song Let the Flames Begin by Paramore. I keep hearing, what is shame? We all became such fragile, broken things. A memory remains. It's just a tiny spark. And you give it all your oxygen. Okay, I'm going to stop. Anyway, and I really wanted to just hop on here and start the reading because I felt like it was coming through very fast. So I feel like that is a message within itself, that the messages were coming through so fast, almost in a way that I was like, yeah, I have to hop on here and start doing it, or else I'm going to forget some like good information. So I feel like something coming in for you is going to happen quick. Whatever it is that you're wanting, I'm getting it is some form of a change, but I'm getting it has to do more or less with your environment. Like you're wanting your environment to, I guess, match like what's going on inside. And for the majority, it's kind of like you are aware of what's going on, and you are aware what has to be done, and you're also aware that things take time and patience and whatnot. Then for that other group, it seems as if why is this happening? Why is it so hard? Why is it such a struggle? You kind of like want to give up almost. And that was the main message I was getting, like, bruh, sis, whatever it is, whatever change that you're working on doing, please, please, please do not give up. Please don't give up, and don't quit. And another message I'm getting is, don't stoop, don't drop, do not lower your standards. And that goes for yourself as well. Don't lower your standards for yourself. So I don't know, if you had said that you were going to do something differently, you were going to make a change, then stick with that. Stick with that. It's almost like coming through as a test. Like you're asking for something. So it's kind of like, well, here, go through this rigmarole first and see how it goes. Because it's like what you're asking for is definitely going to have a lot of, I'm hearing the word like confusion. It has potential to invoke confusion if you're not, I guess, if you're not like grounded, right? So the first oracle card we had come out was cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. This card falling out was like, all right, let me get on here and actually start recording, because this is what I was getting. Something here to do with control. If something is falling apart, if it's falling to the wayside, even if like when you're around this person, or if you're doing this activity and if it's making you feel all out of sorts, then it's kind of like, just drop it, because it's all happening for a reason. Like an example, if you're in a relationship that that you've been feeling like a little out of sorts with, and you're starting to notice like no matter what you do, there's just issue after issue after issue after issue, and you both are not able to either communicate or compromise or reach like a mutual understanding, then mind you, this is just an example, right? It's just an example. This would also be with a job, you know what I mean? And if no matter what you're doing, what you're saying is falling upon deaf ears, it's almost like the universe is showing you, hey, this thing that you're asking for, it can come in, and it's going to come in fast, but we need you to release and let go of whatever this thing is that you're trying to control so much, even though it's causing you stress, and you just want to drop it. You wish you could just drop it. It's going to come in a lot faster than you think. Then we have retreat, rest, and be held. This definitely makes sense after going through somewhat of, you want to call it a tower moment, when something catastrophic or tragic. And that's subjective, you know, because we all have different viewpoints, but something that is significant enough for you, if it's falling apart, you're going to need time to just relax. Tender loving care for yourself, because whatever it is that that you were going through, it wasn't easy, and how it's leaving your life, that too is not going to be the easiest. It's not. But something here about as soon as you like drop it, or have like your actions matching what you're feeling, or once you really want to like go after whatever this thing is, it's going to come in a lot faster for you. It is. Like, an example I'm getting is if you're getting nowhere with a job, like there's no growth, and you have a lifestyle that you have built up off of the income, but it's like no matter what you're doing, it's falling upon deaf ears, right? So maybe you want to leave a job, or you want to leave and go somewhere else, or do your own thing. But that within itself is very terrifying. It's very terrifying to make a switch or a change like that. But there's something here that Spirit wants you to hold out faith, to hold out on hope, that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And the tunnel is only going to be as dark as you need it to be, or as you want it to be. You know what I mean? It's almost like just rip off the Band-Aid and see what happens. Rip off the Band-Aid and see what happens. Then we have devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Exactly. So that message we were getting before about confusion, it might be quite difficult even at this time to really understand what your intuition could be telling you. So this also could, all this ruckus and chaos that's inducing stress could also be happening, is because it's wanting you to take a step back with yourself and really understand what it is that your heart is trying to tell you, or at least in the direction that your heart wants you to go in. This also is giving me that after this rest period, that you're going to be able to understand, okay, this is what faith is, and understand that there's no hope without you, you know? Like, your hope has to be intentional. It has to be in your beliefs. It has to show in your actions, and it has to show in your speech, you know? And the more that we practice that back and forth, that song and dance with us, because, you know, it's hard to retrain a negative mindset into a positive one. But the more that we work with ourselves and we do that song and dance, it's going to become a lot simpler, because this is life. You know, we're all going to go into something thinking it's all great and grand. And sometimes it remains that way. Sometimes it doesn't. The only constant in life is change, right? So it's teaching you how to not fear change, because change is always going to happen no matter what, you know? Yes, and at the bottom we have just say yes. Just say yes to this change. Just say yes to this chaos and this destruction, and let it fall. Let it go. There's something here that it's showing you that it's out of your control no matter what. What was that, the Five of Cups? Yeah, it's almost like crying over spilled milk, versus that you have two options behind you that you can go after. They're just there waiting for you, you know? They're just there waiting for you to take a hold and grab onto it. But all it takes is that perspective shift. What was that, the devil? Yeah, I can get that. I can see that, how the devil would be hard at work at play right here, because it's like, you still have that faith, you still have that hope, so there's still like a chance. You're still giving yourself a fighting chance. Don't give in to the darkness. What's that song that I'm hearing? It's by Joey Badass and somebody else. I'm gonna leave it up there, but I'm hearing, because they always be behind in the cut. So no. So don't you confide into the evil and corrupt. This is urgent. I'm going to put that up there because I can't quite remember. But I'm hearing that song as well. No. Okay, so let's see if we can get any more like further details on what's going on here for you. Oh, that's a lot. That was a lot of cards that just fell out. Let's see. The Fool. Look at you starting your new beginning. So absolutely lovely. I love that. Yeah. Strength. exactly what you're gonna, that's a reflection. You're gonna be sitting, I can see a person just like sitting back and just like, it's like I'm seeing like a lot of like moving pieces, and they finally just like go to like the back room and they're sitting down and they're just like, wow, you really handled something with grace. You truthfully handled something with grace. You handled yourself with grace, therefore you're going to handle life with grace. I mean, it's kind of weird to try to envision a person that is so hopeful and faithful yet ungraceful. Don't sound too right, right? Don't sound too right. But in that moment when you're reflecting, you're looking back like, wow, I really did the damn thing. Or the change that you wanted, the life that you wanted, the change that you wanted, you did it. Like, you did it. You did it. And you're going to reflect on how strong you actually are. You are a very strong, you are a very capable person. You see that lion down there, that primal, primitive instincts? We all have those. We all have those. All of us. All of us have like those primitive, primal instincts where we might just want to, you know? But we don't. We know that. And there's some people that do. Sometimes to me, the lion also can signify impulse. Like doing things impulsively. Where it's like, whoa, 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 chill, calm down, relax, cool. You know, we don't have to do all that. We don't have to get out of character. We don't have to do that. Because you are recognizing that you are this graceful person. And life's so much more smooth for you when you are graceful and you're able to tame those primitive instincts, right? That's what I'm getting. What flipped out? 8 of Cups. Yeah, this flipped out. I'm not taking it, but 8 of Cups. You're not doing things that don't please you anymore. You're not doing things that don't please you anymore. You're not entertaining things that don't please you anymore. You're not even vetting them out anymore. Yeah. And it's so significant too with the 3 of Pentacles, because this group, these individuals, whether they be actual people or they're just your spirit team, they're going to be doing such a well-fine job at supporting, loving, uplifting, building you, that you won't even see that way anymore. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, oh, well, I'm not too sure, so let me like just find out. You're going to be like, no, it's fine. It's fine. We're all fine. All right, so let's get one more card. I saw Death. We'll take that. So, we actually have, we have 4 cards that came out. Oh, Lord. Okay, so I'll read them in the order that they came out in, but this is gorgeous. It really is. Just letting you know. Death, change, significant. You made it, you did it. There's your new beginning. What this is giving me now is that, yes, you have already made these changes, but going back to that channeled message of didn't realize exactly what making that change entailed. Like, oh, I really didn't think there was going to be potholes all over this road. Oh, I really didn't think that if I made this change, I was going from a paved platform over to a dirt road. I didn't think when I made this change, I had to hop out of like, I don't know, whatever car that you drive and then go hop into like a horse carriage and buggy. Like, you're just like, I didn't know I had to do that. I didn't know that's what I was signing up for. But hey, and then it might have left you a little, I'm not really sure, maybe, yes, but I'm not. Again, where it was just like that confirmation of, oh, okay, that's what we were picking. That's what I was feeling. I just, just making sure. Then for the other group, this is encouragement. Keep going. Keep going. Almost like a test that we said, right? Because if we're going to get off of that paved road and then go into the dirt road and then complain and quit and not move, that's you telling the universe, you're not ready for this change. You're not actually ready to be with like the person that you're going to be with forever. You're not actually ready to own a business. You're not actually ready to be, you know what I mean? And it's nothing against you. It's not to be negative. It's just simply like when you're in school and you have to graduate and you have to pass all these tests. If you have to hit 100 or maybe like an 80, but you only scored a 60, your ass ain't going nowhere. You're going to repeat it because you're showing the teachers, You have not retained any knowledge. So we are not confident in allowing you to graduate or to move on. It's the same concept here. Showing them that you're confident in embarking on this journey and taking on all these obstacles, all these challenges, all these changes gracefully. Gracefully. Because you know you're going to be all right no matter what. You know you're going to be all right no matter what. That's what the faith is. And I like that we have the Fool card here because, you know, the Fool, like I like we ending with the Fool and ending with the Death, because it's almost like the Fool is welcoming this death. The Fool is welcoming this change. The Fool has welcomed to just let go of whatever else because I want to start doing something different or doing something new. So it's like reminding you to keep up that same energy that you had when you first made this change. Keep that up. Remain consistent. Remain consistent. And focus on yourself and only the things that you can control. That's it. If things are falling to the wayside, let them fall away. If you're not able to compromise with a person, move on. You know? So we go from the Death to... Oh, Six of Wands. It was going this way. Six of Wands. Didn't I say I was seeing a lot of success? I was seeing that. I was seeing it. I was feeling it. I was hearing it. I was just knowing it. A lot of success. You're going to be successful in these changes you're making. How is it that something that you have so much faith in, something that you believe in wholeheartedly, you have hope that you breathe into it, you know what I mean? It's integral. You are at the core of all of its moving parts. There's no way for you not to be successful. That's what you got to keep telling yourself. There's no way that it's going to be unsuccessful if I keep showing up. I'm putting hope and faith into everything that I'm doing, and I remain consistent. It cannot fail. And you know why it won't fail? It's because with all of those things that we just said, that we just channeled, you, that's why it's not failing, because of you. You are the person that's ensuring that this change is going to be sustainable to take you as far as you want it to take you. Because you're not going to give up on yourself. You're not. You are an integral part. Not even integral. You are the core of this thing. Because it's you. It's your life. It's your change. It's what you want to make. Despite the fact that it involves other people or not. Because trust me, how they are is at the core of whatever chapter or whatever new book this is as well. Your last book taught you that. When you deal with people that don't hold the same standards that you do. We're not lowering standards anymore. We're not doing that. That was old you. We're new you now. You have been new you. You have been. But it's kind of like you were... I'm kind of getting an example of like, you know, sometimes, you know, with like songs or sometimes movies, they do like a soft release, like a soft opening, just to test the waters to see if they have to make any changes. That's this period I'm getting. That, or not this period, but that's the period that you could be in, is what I'm getting. Is that this was just like a trial run almost. And now you're really about to... Yeah. Okay, so we go from the Death card to the Six of Wands to the Queen of Pentacles. Exactly. It's not going to fail because you are not going to allow it to fail. You're not. You are very, very... Even though this is not swords, but I'm getting smart. But what I'm getting is that you're very smart with dealing. I'm getting with like problems or like stressful type of situations or like questions. You're very good at like being resourceful in a sense of, well, if we just take this and maybe take that, and if I make like 2 phone calls and if I send out this email, then boom, got it. Or at least if you know, with work, or if this has to do with like, you know, love, then maybe you're the type that wants to get married, and the Queen of Pentacles is very much marriage material. This is like that mom that, you know, it's like, oh, she's like super mom. She knows how to cook, she knows how to clean, she takes the kids out, you know what I mean? And she looks. So Another message that I am getting is that for some of you, this could have already happened. Like this change, you could have already done this change. So the example we were getting before, like if you resonate with love, you've already left this person. If you resonate with a job, you've already left this job. Or if you even resonate with this being your own self, like your own mental health, either your physical health, your spiritual health, your emotional health, you've already started this change, you know? And maybe we've kind of reached a point where, oh, we didn't realize that starting this change was going to like shake things up, almost, is what this feels like. So now it's kind of like, well, when I started doing this, I didn't think that I still couldn't, like, I'm getting this example now. Like, let's say if you resonated with like really working on like your spirituality, right? You're gonna start, you said this, you started making changes, and let's say like your girls or your boys call you out and like, you know, you want to go out and drink and stuff like that. You're starting to realize, I can't do that. Like, your stomach might really hurt, or you might get a really bad headache, even though it was actually top shelf liquor. Like, it doesn't matter. And that's just an example that I was getting. So it's like you've already made these changes, and now it's like, oh, I didn't realize this was going to happen. And that's why the Fool is so important, because the Fool, all it talks about is holding out that faith and that hope that no matter what, this person on this card, no matter what, you're going to be taken care of, because you have that faith and you have that hope, and you're letting your heart, you're listening to your heart and whatever direction it's guiding you to go in. That's what's happening. Now, another message I'm getting with this card, you might be trying to do something or make a certain change that nobody around you wants you to make, is what I'm getting. Or if they don't want you to make it, they at least cannot see the vision, and they have no problems with like voicing, we can't really understand your vision. So like, because we don't understand it, maybe you not do that. And that's what I'm getting. That's, you know, the dog right here. Like, hey, do you really want to, are you sure you want to, you know what I mean? So I'm getting like you could be making, or you have already made this change, and it's like blocking out like the naysayers, right? That's why your heart is so important, because for all you know, you keep taking a step off this ledge, there could be like invisible steps or whatever the hell, I don't know, that appear. And it literally looks like you're just walking on air, and everyone with this dog is like, how did they do that? How did they do that? Because the change was only meant for you to make. These invisible steps that nobody else was able to see, they weren't supposed to see them, because it was only there for you to see. But it's important. That's why your heart is so important, because you're doing something that people around you have not done. They haven't done it, right? Or they can't envision it for themselves. That's why your heart, tune into the port of your heart, devotion. That's why that's important, because when things in your environment don't look like they make sense to other people, that's okay, because they're not in your environment. You're in it. Only you. I don't know why, but I'm getting a lot. I'm getting a lot of success coming in for you. And with the Fool card being here, another message that I'm getting is that I feel like this change that you're making is going to carry you throughout the rest of your life, almost. Like, if you resonate with wanting to leave a job, and you have left a job and now you're at another job, or you're working for yourself, that's something you're going to be doing for a while, right? Because what is it, 28 cards to get from the Fool to the world, or whatever the last one is. Yeah, like, there's a lot of cards that go through. Stop it. And it's the world. I can't make this up. Y'all saw it. I can't make it up. But this is what I'm saying. Like, that message right here, this is going to take you like a whole chapter. This is a whole chapter of your life. Damn shit. This could even be you finally putting down that old book, and now you're starting a new book of your life. It's kind of like, you know, when you go from being a child to an adolescent. You know, we had some years being a child. Now we know we're going to have some years of being an adolescent. That's kind of what this feels like a little bit. Yeah. All right. So Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Yeah, because I'm really drawn to the gold, the yellow on the Fool card. That's why I was like getting success a lot. Yeah, like you are going to be successful in these changes that you're making. You're going to be successful no matter what. And all you have to do is keep doing what you've been doing, you know? Like all you have to do is just incorporate faith and hope into what you already do from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. That's it. That's all you have to do, and listen to your heart. That's it. That's it. Collaboration. And it's funny because I was just about to say that after you make this change, if you resonate with leaving a partner and then getting with a new partner, this could be the partner that you wind up being with throughout this chapter, throughout this next book that you're writing. And then we already did it with the job, right? Collaboration in the upright position. There's going to be people around you that you're going to find, like, this is giving soul tribe. It really is. Like, you're finding your soul tribe. You're finding like-minded people that have the same interests as you, but down to the core, and this is where it's most important, you're finding people that share your same ideals, values, and beliefs and morals. That's even more important. Now, if you do resonate with like a job, then you're going to have at least two trusted, it could be two or three trusted people that are going to be able to help you, guide you, build you, lift you, support you, all those things. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm getting another. Another message I just got from this is because I'm seeing like these two people right here and the one person standing up is like, this could be literally like your spirit team that's watching you step up, that's watching you actually take a step up for yourself to reach some certain like goal of yours. Now I'm getting this like a short-term goal. So an example I'm getting is that, I don't know, maybe you left a job and let's say you're working on budgeting. That could be because you want to do something or get something to be a part of your business or equipment, something like that. It's like they're watching you take the necessary steps to achieve your short-term goals. Because the more that, we keep up and we remain consistent and we're marking all the short-term goals, next thing we know, it's been 6 months and we're like, oh, I hit my 6-month goal. And it's like, oh, that was easy. Didn't even like recognize that it was all that simple. Because truthfully, honestly, it was very much that simple. Let's see what else comes out. I just saw 808. 808. Dun, 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 dun. What is that? Deja Vu by Beyonce and Jay-Z. I don't know. Maybe that's relevant in some way, shape, or form. Is this upright or reverse? We're going to clarify this, but the Nine of Cups came out. Yeah, so getting a wish fulfillment. Yup. Yeah, I'm telling you, once you make this change, or for those that have already made this change, all you have to do is just keep up faith and hope in yourself. That's it. And you'll realize, oh, this was actually a lot more easier, simpler than I thought it was going to be. I don't know. Maybe you thought or truly believed that you were going to have to do something by yourself, and that's not the case. Like, you're going to have people around that help build you up, support you, and all that jazz. 8 of Pentacles. As long as you remain consistent and you work on this and you keep doing the song and dance with yourself, you're training yourself how easy it will become doing the song and dance with life itself. When changes happen, boom, bounce back, snap back. Even though it may not have been easy, it may have been very difficult, but you did the damn thing because you've already been working on it with yourself. So now we're just putting it out into life is what I'm getting. But this is something that you have self-mastered. And I'm getting like a reflection. There could be a time when, fast forward, you're sitting back. It could be 6 months from now and you're just like, wow, that really truthfully was that easy because I made it that easy. Because I never gave up and I remained consistent. all the while, and that leads us to this last card that came out, Temperance. I sometimes, like, I really love when these readings just end with a cherry on top, because this for me is like a cherry on top of Temperance, because the message we were channeling earlier about there's always going to be change, always going to be change, and you gotta work with it. It's easier to work with the change than to try to fight against the change, especially when you cannot control it. And you would know you can't control it if it's a change you're not making. Right? Temperance. And also patience as well is what Temperance is giving me. So I feel like Temperance is confirming the message that we picked up on earlier, that you're working with the change. Working with what is around you. You're working with what the universe is giving you. That's what you're doing, and that's what you're understanding. And you're realizing, hey, if it's not giving me exactly what I want, then that means I might just have to be a little bit more patient and understanding how myself can work with my current environment or the energy that surrounds me at a certain time period. That's what you're going to realize. Like, oh, gotcha. Okay. But this was like a cherry on top. Now, I did just want to clarify the 9 of Cups, because that did come out like a little odd. I want to say that it's most likely, I didn't realize these were the changes that I was making. I didn't realize I was coming off of a paved road onto a dirt road. Is this really what I asked for? And that's why I feel like that song came up. Because I think it's the ending, like the last 2 lines of the first verse, and he says, like, every night I pray to God asking if this is what I really asked for, but just go listen to the song. It's a good song no matter what. But I feel like that's what this is, this 9 of Cups. But we'll clarify it just to make sure, because that's why tarot is so cool, because it helps to understand things it helps to make sense of things that we really can't understand, It helps to take the pollution out of dirty air so that way we can breathe more clear. Anywho, what's the 9 of Cups? Another message that I'm getting with the 9 of Cups is that, when these blessings and rewards start coming in for the hard work that you've been doing and that you continue to do, you might be saying to yourself, am I really worth that? Like, am I really worth that? I don't, it might be one of those things where it's like, dream big. And it's kind of like, well, when you're getting these rewards, like, you're doing all this work, right? And you get a reward, and it actually matches the labor or the efforts that you put into it. You're kind of like, you're not used to that. You're not used to it. So that's another message that I was getting with that too, like getting all these compliments, or having people that actually care or that are considerate, getting a job that actually pays you what you feel you deserve to be paid. Things like that, where it's like, really? I don't have to like do anything or work even? No, you don't. But we'll see. So I'm looking at the King of Pentacles reversed. Yeah. Like, this change, when you started making it, you were like, whoa, hold up now. Hold up. What's going on? Because I can see maybe it's left you a little feeling out of sorts, feeling ungrounded, out of balance. I'm also hearing the word stingy, but like stingy in a sense of like the stinginess, I feel like for some of you, it would be coming from like a egoic place, because it's trying to protect you. Because let's say if you resonate with a certain lifestyle and you had to walk, like, you don't have that lifestyle anymore, you can't do the things that you were doing before, you know? So it's not like being selfish or stingy for the sake of just like, I don't want to share. It's because you're just like, I don't have it to share. And for some of you, it might be coming off like, I don't have it. Like, I don't have it. And maybe some people could be viewing it as a little bit like nastiness, but I wouldn't say so much so that it's nasty. I would just say it's more or less a projection of yourself, that you are uncomfortable in the current situation that you're in. And that's being projected. So, you know, maybe just be mindful, intentional, right? Intentional. That's what this reading was saying. Like, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You just got to be faithful and hopeful. That's all. And be consistent. And be consistent. You're going to see the payoff. Trust me. Trust me. When this payoff comes in, you're going to be like, ha! Didn't realize all that a bag of chips. But let's get one more for the Nine of Cups with the King of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, and here goes that perspective shift right here with the Ace of Swords reversed. Yeah. Yeah, that's just giving me perspective shift, where that energy that you put into it, you had so much truth behind it. Like, this is my truth. I know this is the change I want to make. Then we started making it. It was kind of like, is it though? It is. It is. It is. It is. It's, you know, you just took off the training wheels. You know what I mean? So we might fall and scrape of our knee. That's okay. That's what Neosporin and Band-Aids are for. Yeah, King of Cups. Because what is your heart telling you? I bet you can't deny that your heart is telling you, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Don't go back. That Eight of Cups that we saw, don't, just, at the very least, just don't go back. Just don't revert to that old person. Don't revert to that old job. And you don't revert back to lowering your standards. Just because it was easier. It was easier, but when you ask yourself, like when you sit with your heart, was it easier for your heart? Was it easier on your mental? No, it wasn't. It wasn't easier. We know that. Why? Because starting off with the Fool, you've already made a change. You know? So, so we already got the advice, you know, that was just remember if it's falling away, let it fall. Make sure that you're able to care for yourself throughout the destruction that it may cause. And that while that's going on and you're caring for yourself, listen to what your heart is telling you, because your heart is what's telling you the direction that it wants you to go in and how it wants you to get there. Your heart, what you want, what you desire. And it all starts and it happens and it ends and it continues on with you and your faith and your hope. Let's get affirmation real quick. I feel like affirmation might be helpful. Hearing one more shuffle, so that's what we shall do. I'm hearing a pick it, so that's what we'll do too. All right, so we have I am capable. Very nice. We have I have a voice that matters. Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, bro. Yes, sis. And last one, we have I am creating the life of my dreams. Exactly. So those are affirmations you may want to tell yourself every morning, every night, especially those moments where you might feel a little confuddled, you know. And at the bottom, we have I am enough. Just the way that you are, how you show up, and what you bring to the table, honey boo boo child, that is enough. Okay? Okay. Well, those are the messages that I am getting for you all, and I pray they have found you oh so very well. And until next time, bye.